What's up YouTube? It's Tiffany with Night Shift EDC, and right here we have the Faro 29L carry-on travel backpack set from a company called Bagsmart. Looking up the company, not that much actually could be found about them, but recently I've seen them around a lot with a lot of other reviewers. So Bagsmart reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in doing a review on one of their bags, their backpacks specifically. So I went ahead and I looked at their website and I saw some of the bags that they had, and I really liked the vibe and the way that they looked, and I was interested in checking it out. There are a couple different things about Bagsmart that I think that they stand out for. One is that they have a lot of really interesting features on their bags. Two, they offer a wide variety of bags. I think of Bagsmart as the Cheesecake Factory, for those of you in the United States, of the backpacks. They offer slings, totes, roller luggage, travel backpacks, school backpacks. They just have such a wide variety of products that they offer. But because they don't specialize in just one thing like roller luggage or travel luggage, or have such a small focus of stuff that they work on, it also means that the products aren't going to be quite as specialized. Now, I've never had a TomTalk bag, but the pricing of these bags and the features that they have do give me a little bit of the TomTalk vibe. Although I will admit that the style of these bags is very different from the TomTalk style, but both companies also can be found on Amazon. So this bag specifically is the 29L. It came out with a couple of other bags in the series. One of the bags is a bag called the Blast, which is a 28L that expands to the 38L. I don't have that. This backpack comes with a little sacoche, and usually it comes with a little strap, which I actually was using this as a pouch and cannot find the strap at this time, unfortunately. So on the agenda today, I'll go ahead and go through all the features on this bag. As we go along, I will tell you the things that I like, that I don't like, and my thoughts and opinions about the different aspects of the bag. And then after all that, we'll go ahead and pack it out and do some side-by-side comparisons to some other well-known brands so you could see how it might fit in with your collection. All right, that being said, let's take a look. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the 1.5L crossbody bag. It actually comes with the backpack, and as you can see, it matches it. There's some branding here on the top. It consists of 3 pockets. These stretchy pockets right here, branding on the front. It has MOLLE or like webbing attachments, and then it has this zip pocket here that has no organization, but it's a gray color on the inside. I will go ahead and bring this out a little bit later to show you how it integrates with the bag. But on to the main show. So this is the main bag right here. It is 29L in size. The bag is made out of a 300D encrypted Oxford polyester fabric. It is said to be very durable. Inside fabric isn't listed, but it feels like a gray pack cloth fabric. On the outside, it looks like these are aqua guarded or PU coated zippers, and it is by a company called SBS, which I have not heard of, but the zippers feel smooth. There's a little bit of resistance because of the coating. I want to mention on the front of the bag here, there was branding that said Bagsmart, and that came off because I had put a strip of Velcro on here to rock a patch, and when I took the Velcro off for this video, it ripped the logo right off with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick 360, and here we go. Got the front of the bag, side, back, other side, bottom of the bag, and got the top of the bag. The front of the bag has 2 pockets. The front pocket has no organization on the inside, but it does have a key clip that's made of metal. Feels really sturdy, and I'm not concerned that this is going to break. Next, the pocket has these 2 bungee cords. I actually used this quite a bit. I hung my pepper spray off of this one, and then my alpaca pouch that holds my lotion off of this one, so it hung in the front. And I mixed up where I hung those things, but that was one of my favorite places to put it. This top pocket I really like. It gives me a little bit of a reminiscent of, I just did an Air City Pack Pro 2 video, and this does remind me of it a little bit. I like to call these pockets taco pockets because they only go down halfway down the bag, but then the zippers do not go all the way to the bottom of the bag, leaving a little recess here so that things don't fall out when you go to open the pocket. Some people like this, some people don't like this. I'm in the camp of liking that. On the back side of the wall here, there are 3 pen holders. And then right here, there are 2 slip pockets. And then up at the top, there's 2 more bungee cords right here. So what I wanted to mention about this pocket is if you take the crossbody bag, it actually fits, even if it's packed out, perfectly in this section right here. This crossbody bag also fits in this pocket right here, and I really like that about it. Moving to the side of the bag, there are 2 compression straps, and they are functional. When I loaded the bag up and cinched this down, it did actually make the bag not as thick. Currently, I have something down here to help me with the structure. I really like how tall this water bottle pocket is. It can hold up to a 1 liter Nalgene without any problem. Here's a 1 liter Nalgene. The way that this material is stretchy, even when the bag's packed out, I'm able to get that water bottle in there. And then next, I want to show you the Yonder bottle and the height difference. And obviously it's not as thick as the Nalgene, but I wanted to show you how tall this pocket is. So the Yonder bottle, it feels really secure. That was one of the things I really liked about this bag, is I liked the height and how much capacity this water bottle pocket has. You can also fit umbrella in here. You could stuff a jacket, like a light jacket in here. There's a lot of different things you could fit in here and use as some external pocketing. Also on this side, there are a couple more webbing loops here going around to the top of the bag. So this is a handle. It feels like it has more of the webbing here with some of the Oxford material around the edges. It feels sturdy. It doesn't necessarily feel comfortable, so I wouldn't say by any means that this is the most comfortable strap that I've ever had. I do think there's a little bit of padding in here, but this is definitely an area for improvement. Coming to the other side, there are the 2 other compression straps right here. And then you have more nylon webbing attachment points along the side here. Then there's a handle. This side handle feels exactly like this handle. This handle comes off the bag quite a bit, so I thought that was interesting. I'm not sure that I need a handle that comes off this far, because if the bag is loaded and heavy, then you really get a lot of gaping here. I'm not sure why this handle is so, I'm not sure why this handle is so high. So if there's something I don't know about why this handle is like this, please drop it in the comments, let us all know. Then there is a really unique hidden pocket right here. So there's no organization inside this pocket. When I feel this gray material here, it feels soft, almost silky. And coming over to the back of the bag, we have these straps. They're quite thin, but surprisingly comfortable. There's not a lot of structure to it. There's some padding here. It has the Oxford material and it's bound with nylon webbing. Then this has the sternum strap made out of plastic with the ability to move it up and down. It does not look like this comes off. So, unless you cut this off, you're not going to be able to change the sternum strap. There are no strap keepers here at the bottom. Plastic. On the back of the straps, the material is the same as the back of the bag. There's no frame sheet in this bag. As you can see, it's very malleable. It would make a great packable backpack to use once you get to where you're going. That's part of the reason why I say that this is not for backpacking through Europe. This is not for hiking in the woods or the mountains by any means. This just does not have the structure to take that kind of a load. I would say that this backpack would do best carrying 15 to 20 pounds. I would not go heavier than that. So this mesh is a spacer mesh. It feels like there's a thin layer of foam. Then it also comes with a luggage pass-through that has branding on it, kind of a silvery ink that says Bagsmart, which I like. Going to the bottom of the bag, there are these holes for ventilation because there is a shoe compartment. So this shoe compartment can hold, I wear a size 8.5 shoe. So what we'll see when I pack the bag out, I will put an 8.5 pair of boots inside of there so that you can see how well it holds it. I'll go ahead and mention this now that if you are loading this bag up with shoes, it's taking a huge part of your main compartment. One thing that I've seen people do is instead of using this as shoes, you can use the inside as the clean clothes, and then as the dirty clothes build up, then you load it on the inside, and it's a way to keep your clothes separated. I believe that that is how I would use it if I had a trip long enough for that. Because I did not travel since I've had this bag, I actually used it for work, and when I work, I do 2 to 3 overnights at a time. And so I loaded this up with all the things that I would need for the 3 nights. But that being said, if I forgot something, then I was able to just get it the next day. All right, let's pack it out. So first thing I want to get into is I want to pack out the main compartment. I'm going to take this packing cube that has all my clothes in it from Western Rise. This is about the equivalent of the Peak Design packing cube as far as the volume goes. It's just a little bit more rectangle instead of a square. And so it looks like that is all that's going to fit in there as far as clothes go. Next, I'm going to put my DOP kit in here. This is 500D Coyote Cordura with a coyote tweave. Then it is purple pack cloth on the inside with the Disney Villains liner. Put that at the top. Use a compression strap, cinch that down a little bit. There's actually a little bit more space here. So I will take some socks and some underwear, more than I would ever need on a trip. Put it right there. Then in this compartment, let's see, I'll put this here, this right here, and then just more clothes because I'm trying to see how much we can pack in here. I'm gonna leave this area empty for now. As you can see, the inside is bulging out because I packed it so tight. All right, I'm gonna put my wallet, car keys, pocket knife, meds, just throw it all in there. Zip that up. Right here, I'm gonna put my phone cords and tech. So I got phone cords, pins, highlighter. On the side, I'm gonna put water bottle. Then on this side in this pocket, I'm gonna put my AirPods Pro, some lip gloss, and another little mini Ikigai case. I suppose this would be a good spot to put, this might be a good spot to put your passport, possibly. And then last up, we're gonna see if we can get the laptop in here now that it's all packed out. I'm gonna have to undo these straps, feels like, in order to make room for it. I'm gonna throw the strap through the lid of the water bottle for some extra security. So that way that water bottle is not going anywhere. Now for getting the laptop. In the laptop section, as you see, I put all of those clothes in there. So I got my 16-inch MacBook Pro. Slides in there pretty easily. But like I was saying before, there's no false bottom. So in order to carry my laptop, I feel like I need to put a case on it. All right, now that I have the laptop case in place, let's see now how it fits. Will not fit. Nope. Next we'll try the Coat of Bell laptop case. One thing I like about this is it has extra padding, and like a lot of extra padding that if I put it towards the back, then that will give me a lot of padding onto my back as well. All right, so with the laptop in there, with the Coat of Bell laptop case, there's actually a lot more padding because it's meant to be the back of a bag anyways. Now this thing is as packed out as it can come. It's putting strain on the zippers here, and so I would not recommend putting this much in here. So what I'm gonna do is take the stuff out of the inside and show you how my boots fit. I got my Go Ruck boots right here. I wear a size 8.5 in women. All right, so that's how much extra space there is right here. Size 8.5 boots. As you can see how much of the compartment it's taking up. So that's why I think that this is probably better for dirty clothes, or it's gonna be good for maybe some light sandals in the bottom. But if you're planning on taking some large boots and not wearing them, then you're basically going to be taking, this would be the case for, this would be the case for pretty much any suitcase you take. If you're gonna bring some big boots, You want to try to wear them if you can. If not, you're gonna need a whole separate bag for it because they just take up so much space. All right, time for some side-by-side comparisons to some other bags in this size range. All right, so to start off, we have the Bagsmart, and then we have the GoRuck M23 21-liter bag. Next up, we have the Tom Ben Scenic 26-liter pack. Next up, we have the GWA Micro Citadel. And the last comparison for this video, I have the Mystery Ranch Urban Assault Pack in wood waxed. All right, so that is the Faro 29-liter travel set by Bagsmart. Overall, my impression is that I think this company, for the most part, really knows who they are and that they have a good grasp on what features people are looking for. What would make this the ultimate travel bag for me are a couple of different things. One is I would like to see more resilient material. I don't think that this bag will hold up to any harsh weather conditions at all. I would not trust leaving my stuff in here. However, this is a bag that I really like to take to work, or let's say I'm going from the house to the car inside to wherever I'm going, so like a road trip, and I'm not worried about being in inclement weather, then this is something that I would really like to use. On that note, the laptop compartment also leaves a lot to be desired. I found the most comfortable way to use this bag with a laptop is by having my laptop case from Code of Bell that has extra squishiness. And actually, with the rigidity from the laptop, the cushion and everything like that, it actually made it quite a comfortable experience, actually. So that ended up turning out to be okay. There's a couple positives of the bag not having a lot of structure or a frame sheet. Is this bag is really packable. So if you are going on a trip somewhere, you're taking a check-in luggage, and you want to have a bag to carry around for shorter trips where you're going, maybe a day trip where you're not going to be walking around all day, then this would actually be a really good option. The way that it packs really flat, that it's really thin, that it's very like pliable is actually a huge plus in that way. I really like the colors that this bag comes in. I like the black, I like the rust color, and I chose this color specifically, which I'm really happy with. Who do I think would benefit from this bag the most? I mean, I touched on that a little bit already. I see somebody getting this bag if you're gonna be taking a trip that's not too intense, but you don't travel often and you don't want to break the bank. You want something that has this kind of aesthetic, then I think this is a great bag with a lot of features that you'll really like. I'm actually a fan of Bagsmart now after this video, and I've been looking at a couple of their other bags. I think that there's definitely a place for it. These bags don't have a lifetime guarantee. They're not YKK zippers. They're not something where you buy it and you hope that it's gonna last the next 10 years with heavy use. That's just not how this bag is built. But there's a market for that. There are people that need bags just like this. If you're watching this, I will say 75% of you are likely bag nerds like me who want the fanciest, highest quality, every feature known to man. And not everybody needs that. And honestly, probably most of us don't need that. We like it. So that's it for this bag. Like I had mentioned before, Bagsmart sent me this bag, so I get to keep it. So if you have any questions about it or want any other comparisons or anything else that you want me to do with this bag, please reach out, let me know. So if you fall into the category of the people that I think would enjoy this bag, then yes, I definitely recommend it. If you are looking for a bag to purchase because you want to collect something and you want it to be the nicest, most high quality bag that there is out there or close to it with a lifetime warranty, this is probably not the one that you're looking for at this time. So down in the description below, there's going to be a link with a 10% off code. This particular link is not an affiliate link, so click away. The best way you could support my channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you at the next one.